here he is. Is it in order? Doesn't go light to...
Roy G. Biv, asshole. It's the rainbow. Fuck the pink. Literally.
And the brown.
Wait.
I was just gonna say. Wait.
No.
Hey, you sent me that picture.
For those of you at home,
If you know, you know.
Roy G. Biv. 2 black, 1 pink, 1 black, 1 brown.
Welcome back, everybody.
No better way to start with this than
Oh, jeez. Bye.
oh, you fucking guys, really. I don't care. Whoever designed that pack meant to do that. If you notice, those numbers work. 2 in the P, 1 in the B. And then you got the rainbow.
Isn't that? Yeah. I was thinking more like
1,
I was
2,
I was,
3.
I was thinking more or less along the lines of the picture you sent me with a couch and the 4 of them or 5 of them in the back of the couch.
Oh yeah.
What was that was P. Diddy or whatever the hell we were talking about.
Oh yeah,
like a month ago. What the hell it was?
Yeah, with that one girl was hanging out with him.
Yeah. So, welcome back. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
That one.
Or whatever it is. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, because it was I think it was P. Diddy had the picture of like the girl he adopted or whatever it was, like the 18-year-old or 17-year-old, whatever it was.
17, who was turning 18, ironically, like the next day.
Yeah. Now she turned 18 yesterday. No, but yeah, so in regards to I did send it to you. 1,031 kills.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it was 31. It was
Over, they said you broke 1,000.
1,000 or 30 or 1,031 in one map.
Jesus.
I was like, okay. And I was like, that was one of those ones like, I feel like this is pretty good. I probably hit 600 or something. Because I had a bunch of streaks that were like, you know, it was like plus 43, then it was like plus 70, then like plus 60. And there was one that was my highest was like plus 93. I'm like, yeah, this should break 600. It was 1,000. I was like, yes! I'm in the 1,000 club. Now we got to hit 1,100.
I had a match yesterday. It was no.
I didn't.
It was yesterday we played a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we played a couple. That's right.
Earlier in the day, I jumped in a match. And I don't know what's up with Helldivers' algorithm or matchmaking. I don't know, but I kid you not, I played with a 137 and a 4.
Yeah. Were you an 8?
No, it was Helldive 9.
I don't get that normally on Helldive. I've found 7 is like the easy of the harder difficulties.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, that's a nice balance if you want to just coast through. Helldive it's crazy, but for whatever this is just me. I normally do not get lower ranks on 9. Every now and again you'll get a 20 or 30 in there. But I noticed yesterday playing on 8, I was like, I just shifted because I was looking for specific 3-match setups, like for defense missions.
Yeah.
I wanted like a specific 3, so I'd like bounce back and forth between the 3 difficulties. Every time I go into 8, it was always like it was us. It was like me, then like a 1 whatever, 100, 110, 20, whatever it was, then like maybe 60s, 70s, 80s. And then inevitably there was always like 1 or 2 20s. And you know exactly, because we did it, you know exactly what they're doing. They're piggybacking. give me the 1800 fucking,
Give me 3 levels in one shot.
Yeah. You know what they're doing. And whatever. That's fine. It's fine if they're moving along with us and supporting. Whatever. But most of the time, that's not what happens. Most of the time what happens, like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, we got to panic. Call them in. Reinforcements. And they chuck you into the fucking parade of God only knows what that you're fighting. And it's even better with automatons. So they chuck you in. So you drop in as like a Bile Titan or a Factory Strider's walking over you. I'm like, thanks. So I just, whatever. I just let go of the controller and I just sit there and let it step on me and kill me. I'm like, next.
Well, as luck would have it, or no, as irony would call it, that was not the case.
All right.
Mr. 137, I think is what it was. Definitely over the 130s. Wasted like 13 of the lives.
I was going to say, was he a train wreck?
He was a train wreck. 4 didn't die once. And I mean, did not die once the whole match. I think somebody handed over hand swapped controllers.
Or, and now I'm guilty of this too, they get stubborn and headstrong. I want my shit, and I want to do this fucking objective.
Oh,
and they just push and push and push, even though you die 7 fucking times.
No. This guy definitely was I remember playing like that when I was level 7 and 15. Up until about early 20s, and I started to realize, time to coordinate. No, this guy was playing D1 Helldivers 2 game.
No.
Like he just downloaded the game and jumped into his first match. Whoa! Oh shoot! Pew, pew.
Maybe.
Cool.
Or maybe he just does that just since day one. He's just played high difficulty and like, hopefully we win. Yeah. I mean, hopefully you guys win for me.
Yeah. But I was at the end of it. I literally messaged the guy. I'm like, "Yo, good cover." Got back. I literally messaged GG. Good cover with the guy's name. It was Alien something.
Alien Ant Farm?
It was a good game, everybody. Good cover, Alien something. I get back question mark. I go,
that's too much.
Doubtful you're only a level 4.
I wouldn't even. That's too much texting for me.
Oh, no, I got LOL, good at these games. This is what he responded. LOL, good at these games. Which, okay, could be.
I don't even know what that response is, but... did you play today? Did you try the new mech suit?
No.
Double autocannons?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
No? It's,
Serious?
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Double autocannon.
Call. Yeah, double autocannon.
1-900-666-CUMM.
Yes. Double autocannon. It got released. It's free for everybody, at least on the plan I was on. So you can try it, but you can purchase it too for 20,000 requisition slips. So I tried it. It's better than the original mech suit, which would fuck itself up. Like you'd fire the fucking rocket, sometimes blow you up.
Yeah.
This one doesn't do that, and it's beefier than the old mech suit. The other one, like you'd get hit a couple times and
you start smoking.
Yeah, you'd be dead. This one can take quite a few hits.
Nice.
So the only thing it does do that it has no, what do you call it? You can't sit up on a hill and aim down. Like it doesn't really. It goes down a little bit, but not much. So you're pretty much locked into this like acute angle of firing. Which if you're on flat ground, who cares? But there's a couple of the extraction points where you go, up on top of like a sharp hill, and you're like, well, if they're coming from down there, it's all right. It's good. I ended up using it and just calling it in so everyone else can use it because I got my setup that obviously.
Yeah, I got you. Have you done that too?
What?
Do you use anything else now? All those stratagems we bought?
Yes, it depends on the mission. I'm getting to the point where specific missions require specific armors, weapons, and stratagems, and that's how I get 4, 5, 600 on average for every match of kills. And granted, kills doesn't really matter, but if I'm gonna stifle a bot drop or a bug breach, I want the right stratagems to call down to just snuff them out before they can override you. Now, in Hell Dive, if you're not quick, it just overrides. All of a sudden, there's 8 Bile Titans. Like, fuck me. I'm like, so, I can't do this.
Maybe all those times I've been practicing the stratagem game, finally paying off because I'm cracking those stratagems out like nothing.
No, it's not the speed of the stratagem. It's just what stratagem do you have. Like, I don't play the stratagem game. Like, cause I just
fucker. No, you block me.
I know. I just don't. There's stratagems that I use, and for whatever reason, like playing the game, just my brain's like, I'm not manic, so I don't need to do this. So it's like, oh god, I can't do this. But for whatever reason, when I'm in a game, like on the spot, shit. Like, I don't know why it doesn't work out of the game, but yeah. But the new mech suits are in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
The new patch should be coming within the next week or so. That's apparently gonna, I guess, buff a lot of things.
I did hear about that.
That's
big buff, because the new CCO.
He was
or
CEO.
There was the old chief creative officer.
Yeah, well,
CCO.
He was the old CEO.
No, he stepped down to CCO. He wants to do a whole big overhaul.
What the hell? What's his name? I can't even remember his name.
I don't remember either.
Anyway, yeah. So he stepped down to be the
CCO.
Yeah,
chief creative officer, because he wants to do the whole overall. He wants to buff things back up to what they were.
Well, I don't know if they're going to do that with everything.
No, not everything.
No, I think there's a few, like if they do that with the Eruptor and put the shrapnel back in. Now I know a lot of people are killing themselves with the shrapnel because they're fired off, but I think a lot of them were doing it at too close a range. I was like, listen, if you throw a grenade from like me to fucking Putin away and it goes up, like I got hit, what happened? I'm like, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? And even the weapon detail itself said firing at a close range, take warning or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like,
take caution, firing at a close range.
Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
I think I'll have mine now.
But, and
I think I'll have mine now.
When they originally took the shrapnel away, and then it's like, well, we're just going to increase explosive damage. I'm like, hey, should make up for it. But it didn't. Like, even doing that, it gutted the thing. So I was like, well, this thing is worthless now. Because before you could fire into a crowd and kill like 5 at one shot. And now you fire into a crowd, kill 1, and hurt 4.
And I've noticed, too, you used to be able to use the Eruptor with closing up bug nests.
Yeah,
you still can. Yeah. Yes. You still can, but I'm noticing guys take 2-3 shots to do it.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, I just use a grenade pistol. That's my sidearm.
Yeah.
Grenade pistol and with the arc shotgun there, whatever it's called. Yeah, that one. The Blitzer.
The Blitzer. I knew it started with a B, though.
I use that for bugs, and for bots, I use the Scorcher, that like plasma. That one hits a little harder. And fire grenades are my best friend.
I wish.
Those things of bugs, you get a crowd of them.
Oh, the incendiary impact?
Yep. A couple of those, and you could get like 15 kills.
Yeah.
Because it'll burn, they'll just keep running into it, especially if you can bottleneck them. And that's one way you can get a shit ton of kills.
I wish they would make an assault rifle that actually did damage. To me,
that's a big complaint amongst the community.
There's
like
no
all
assaults.
the assault rifles
are light with very low damage.
Yeah, they're all light penetrating. Even the ones that are medium penetrating, they just don't. Even if they have decent damage, and like the first one you get, the Liberator,
yeah,
like that's fine, but it just doesn't feel good shooting. Like it doesn't. Like when they, what the hell is the pulverizer? I think, or the tenderizer. The newest one that looks like the Starship Troopers gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that one. Though.
That one, but it sounds like a pea shooter. It doesn't have it. It's not satisfying shooting it. Even the arc thrower is satisfying. It's like that charge up in the. Pah! I was like, yeah, that's right. I just pod you. But like some of them, just the rifles anyway are just not satisfying. But so. And evidently they're working on new missions. This is all just bullshit stuff.
Yeah, sorry, folks at home. We're just kind of...
This is the geek portion of the show. It's usually the beginning. What?
I'm just looking at how everything I use is like S-tier equipment.
That's the problem. I think that's everyone's problem. Like I know with
that's what I'm finding works best for me.
Everything that but what do you use? You use the Dominator still?
Yes.
Right. The shotgun.
Yeah.
The breaker. I mean, the breaker.
Yeah, the breaker.
Yeah, Dominator's the exploder.
I use the breaker. One. No, I'm talking about for stratagems though. It's the 500 kilogram drop, the laser, orbital laser.
They're making 1,000 kilogram. Rumor. They are making a mini nuke, like a one-off mini nuke. So you drop it down. Someone it was Reddit, I think, either Reddit or Discord, had the idea of, it's called a mad bomb, mutually assured destruction, and you throw it down and it incinerates like everything, even you, all your teammates, like something that incinerates the entire map. I'm like, oh my god, yes. And the cost, I think, if you do something like that, the cost should be like 500,000 requisition slips.
But we can't even have that many.
500, yes, exactly. You'll never fucking use it. No, 50,000 requisition slips, 500 common samples, 250.
You have to max out everything to buy
everything maxed out, which
just to buy that stratagem.
Yeah, like,
and motherfuckers will get it.
I can already get it right now. No, I can't. I'm like 8,000 or 9,000 away of requisition slips of getting it.
How many super rares do you have?
I'm maxed out. 100. I'm maxed out. Common, I got 500, 250 rare.
Arrowhead, how about you fucking come up with a system where people can give shit away?
They're talked about, well, I don't know about that, but there is talks about a trade-off system. Like, okay, I got 50,000 requisition slips, so I don't know, 10,000 requisition slips would equal, or I think they did it backwards. It was like
a super rare is probably
one
worth
super
like 5,
rare. One super rare is worth like 5 rare. One rare is worth like 10 common, something like that. It was like a tier system that went all the way down. And I think it even incorporated. I don't know, maybe it didn't. It didn't incorporate
metals.
It didn't incorporate metals, because then basically you could pay to win, or not pay to win.
Not really. You could farm to acquire.
Well, or not metals. Super credits. That's what I'm talking about.
No, super credits is the
I think that should be left out.
Yes.
Yeah. That should be left out.
But if they come up with a system where metals, samples, and requisition slips could be exchanged for each other,
there was talks about
that's farming to acquire.
Yeah, I think that's more community talking about it, and Arrowhead has acknowledged it.
Hey, we hear you. We'll think about it.
Yeah, I think that's where they're at with that. I haven't heard anything. Well, so I'm like, that's fine, fair enough. That's cool. I don't really need it, but I fucking put a shit ton more time in it. Like, I got 320 some hours. Yeah,
I know I'm over 100.
Yeah, me too.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm over 100 now.
But again, I'm the kind of gamer, I play one game at a rip, and that's it. I don't play multiple games. I focus on one thing at a time. I focus on multiple things in real life. I don't want to focus on multiple things in fake life. Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's all I had for Helldivers, or all I can remember anyway. Oh, speaking of video games, though, is it Blizzard or no Unreal Engine? I think I heard something about Unreal Engine. Let me see if I can find it. It's more gaming community or gaming companies going super woke, like this whole super woke thing.
Oh God.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do a quick search here.
Oh, EA commercials in the game?
I didn't hear about that.
You haven't heard?
No, fill me in on that one. I'm not shocked.
God.
But go ahead.
So now EA, I'm pretty sure it was EA, there will be commercials and advertisements in game. like during cut scenes, load screens, stuff like that. There's no more getting away with it. There's no more getting away from it. Hold on, I gotta look that up too.
Okay. While you look that up, here's what I was talking about. I think this is... Oh, no, this is just a... like a Discord thread. See if I can find it.
EA is reportedly considering a more aggressive in-game ad policy with regards to its AAA games. According to a recent earnings call for the developer, CEO Andrew Wilson stated that the company is working on thoughtful implementations of ads with work on the new system still being early in development. So they are
going to add ads
into the games.
But like I said, I'm not shocked. Like, I'm really not shocked over that one. I mean, they have... You think about it. All the streaming services you have. YouTube, content creators add advertisements in their video, so you can't just skip it like you can, which is fucking partially because I so I could skip ads.
Yeah.
But now they entice creators to put ads in their videos so you can't skip it. It's like, well, what the fuck do I... But then... immediately I go back to, okay, so if I didn't have premium, I'd have an ad before a video that has an ad already in it. So, like, I have 2 fucking ads. And you know what would be really it would be Inception. It was like, I have an ad for something, and then you skip it and go to the next one, and it's an ad for the same fucking thing you just skipped. You're like, I have to fucking watch it still.
Well, that's like, how many... Cinemassacre.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
He does the whole, what is
the
scary?
wallet and
VPN.
Yeah, the VPN, is it NordVPN?
I forgot which one it is, but he's like, I like to make sure my stuff's secure with this so-and-so VPN.
The wallet.
He did that for a while. This video is sponsored by.
Yeah.
And he does like a infomercial ad, basically.
I mean, granted, they're short, so it's not terrible. It's only like 30 seconds, maybe. So it's not horrible, but it's still... And then Freevee, Tubi, like all these different streaming services.
Yeah.
What's the other one there? It's
Crunchyroll... Crackle.
Yeah, like they all have ads and stuff. And I don't really care. Grew up with ads and TV.
I was just saying we had commercials. So there's really no difference to me.
And like a guilty pleasure of mine is watching Unsolved Mysteries on Tubi. I fucking watch the shit out of it still. And they have ads on it, and it kind of takes me back to when I was a kid at my grandmother's. She always watched Unsolved Mysteries, and then there was ads that would come up. It was like, time to go fill the chip bowl.
Yep.
So it's got that. So when you say there's going to be ads in video games, like, surprised it's taken this long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So, but this is not as easy as just ads. This is racial, ethnic, and religious inclusiveness. This is Unreal Engine, the new Unreal Engine. This is the new terms and things that you cannot say or kind of have to veer away from. Or it says, do not use metaphors or similes that reinforce stereotypes. This includes those that contrast black and white, such as blacklist and whitelist. Do not use words that refer to historical trauma or lived experience of discrimination. This includes slave, master, and nuke.
What about gas chamber, Holocaust, oven?
Nope.
Tattoos, branding, striped pajamas.
You know it's wild.
You could say all that. But you can't say
that's
slaves.
As of like in games that exist right now. I think this is a future thing. Gender inclusiveness. Refer to refer to hypothetical people using the pronouns they, them, and their, even in the singular. When you refer to anything that is not a person, always use it and its. For example, a module, plugin, function, client, server, or any other software or hardware component. So that's referring to like ships, cars. Oh, she's not running very well today. It. Can't say she or anything like that. Talk like a fucking human, like a person would. Do not assign a gender to anything that doesn't have one. There again. Do not use collective nouns like guys that assume gender. Hey guys, what's going on? when there's a group of men and women. Don't do that. Avoid colloquial phrases that contain arbitrary genders, like a poor man's whatever.
A poor man's jalopy.
Yeah, anything.
A poor man's Cadillac.
You can't do anything like that.
That's Pontiac.
Now they read that. Did you hear of the next Black Ops and what's potentially, I guess, going to be in it? You're basically replaying a mission, and from what I gather, the way it sounds is kind of like a throwback to, I think it was Black Ops 2 or whatever the hell it was, or no, it was Modern Warfare 2 or 3.
With the airport?
Yeah, with the airport. 9/11. Yeah. So, you're telling me you can, whatever the fucking mission is going to be, I don't know what it is, replay a mission during 9/11. You take that for what it is. There's so many fucking different things that could go on there. But if you say, hey guys, what are you guys doing? And there's both men and women, that's a fucking problem. Make that make sense.
So,
logic.
For those of you who don't know, for those of you at home who aren't avid gamers, played games in the past, Call of Duty, the whole entire Call of Duty franchise has been phenomenal. It's been a very good game.
Well,
even hold on. It's obviously might not appeal to us anymore, but it still draws a crowd. It still has a fan base. It still has a community. Full
stop. Do you think that's because people buy the name from what it was and what it built over the years? Like Call of Duty, that is a AAA game, so it must be good. And they buy it like, fuck, it sucks again. Kind of like, this time he'll change. Come on, guys. I assume some of your gender.
Well, you know
I think
what?
there's like 2 or 3% of you that aren't guys.
Maybe he would have changed if she had just made the damn sandwich.
That's probably true. But anyway, continue.
So long story. All right, so back to what I was saying. Call of Duty's been a very long-running franchise. It's been a very successful franchise. One of the earlier on games, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Yes. There is a mission where you infiltrate this terrorist group.
I think it's 3, but anyway.
No, it's
semantics, whatever. It's one of them.
Hold on. All right, now you got me.
I'll look it up. You tell the story.
All right, yeah. In one of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare games, you infiltrate a terrorist organization and you have to do a mission. Now, the game starts out, full disclaimer, there are...
Yep, 2.
It was 2, I was right. There are sensitive things there are missions that are very extreme. If you wish not to do them, click no.
Was there more than just that one? Because that's the only one that I haven't played like the last 5 or 8 or whatever the hell.
That was the most iconic.
Yeah, that one got a lot of flack. That one got a lot of attention, we'll put it that way.
But that's the thing. People that were like, oh, this was too much for me. Well, did you read the disclaimer? Well, yeah, so you knew it might offend you, and you chose to do it anyway. Well, I didn't think it'd be this, but no, it's very detailed that this is a very offensive. There are very offensive missions, whatever, regardless.
Right.
So you infiltrate this terrorist organization, you go into the mission, and literally you walk into an airport and just mow people down. And the worst part is, it's men, women, and children. And you literally...
Was your kids in it?
Yes.
Maybe.
You literally aim your gun into the crowd and just pull the trigger. And the whole purpose is to basically take out as many of them as they can before the authorities kick in.
You're simulating a mass shooting.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That got so much flack.
It did. It did. I remember that.
That they're now going to do another version of it.
You have 9/11. Which I was like,
And you mean to tell me?
I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what exactly they're going to do. They just, the way I saw it, it was, it's playing a mission during 9/11. Like,
Listen.
whatever that is.
Folks, film. Guys. Listen. Fuck off.
What? There's no context.
That wasn't to anybody other than the fucking game developers, if that's the case.
It's just, like, whatever. You want to put that in there, fine. But then at the same time, when you're doing, like, the Unreal Engines, like, oh, we can't have all these things, we don't want to upset anybody. But then we're going to do a game and put a mission of 9/11 in there. I'm like, boy, you're...
The hypocrisy of it.
I just don't understand the logic here. It's like...
They're being hypocrites. We don't want to offend anybody, but please fly this plane into a building.
And we're talking about
here comes the airplane.
We're talking about a game developer and whatever you want to call Unreal Engine, like an actual an engine that a game's built on. So
software.
Really, yeah, it's two different things. But just the fact that, as a whole, the gaming industry as a whole is like, listen, we can do this, but we have to use they, them. Once we fucking mow them down the plane, call them they, them.
Well, what one was it?
What?
The Island? It was a video game. It was a zombie video game.
Right. Oh, and they had...
The little girl. Hold on. I'll find it. Hold on.
A little girl on the island.
Give me a second.
All right. I know what game you're talking about. What was Resident Evil 5 when they changed? It was all black zombies and they
Dead Island
made them change it. Yeah, I know Dead Island.
Dead Island got so much flack because they broke one of the unwritten rules of zombie games.
Oh, kids.
Yes.
Yeah, but
in the trailer, it shows the little girl. Like, you don't see her get attacked, but then all of a sudden she's attacking you as a zombie. It was like, I remember watching that trailer, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's about time.
Which is kind of crazy because if you go all the way back to 68, with the original Night of the Living Dead, like, the kid turned into a zombie.
Yeah, but no, video games was different. Video games was like one of those things where you didn't kill kids. Kids didn't kill. Until, like, Rockstar, like, Bully. Yeah. And even then, he didn't kill anybody. And nobody killed him. Like, kids were one of those few things in video games that didn't get touched.
Kids and animals.
Resident Evil had, like, the Napoleon little character, Resident Evil 4, who you thought was a kid, but was actually some mutant agent thing that was, like, 500 years old, actually. But sounded like a kid. Looked like a kid.
Tastes like a kid.
Basically threw a tantrum like a kid.
Adrenochrome. He drinks
Reached
his own
climax apparently. Like
drinks
a preacher.
His own adrenochrome. That's how he's lived so long.
But yeah, no, Dead Island got flagged for that. Plus, it had the cool song, "Who Do You Voodoo."
What?
Oh, you never heard that song?
I don't think so. Not by name, anyway. I don't know.
Bitch. Yeah, that's I love that song.
None of you probably heard that. But.
Yeah, sorry. You probably just saw a big skip.
So
yeah, this song, I love that song, by the way.
What's wrong with him?
My Tourette's is kicking in. Oh, wait. I don't have Tourette's.
That's right. Well, no, this is an Unreal Engine, so there you go.
Well, no, it's not that. I don't want to mislabel or misidentify myself.
Oh, yeah, because we might get a... TikTok took another video down.
Are you serious? Which one?
I went... the Fauci one we were talking about last
for
week.
Fuck's sakes. That guy is so untouchable. I would love nothing more than to stick my fist up his ass and make him talk like a puppet.
Because we said the NIH said, it's like, yeah, we are doing gain of function. They got taken down for misinformation. I'm like, how? So I appealed it. It'll probably, like, they'll probably reject the appeal. But then I was going through my saved videos or favorited videos, and TikTok must have went through a wave because it's like gray, like all down. It's like, wow, well, there must have been a fucking bandwave that went through and just like struck a whole shit ton of videos.
Yeah. And yet our government wants to get rid of fucking TikTok when TikTok's doing the fucking job for him.
Yeah. Kind of bizarre,
For fuck's sakes. I really want to go elbow deep with fucking Fauci.
You know what's picked up though is YouTube Shorts. I've been watching a lot of that lately.
Yeah,
it's like their algorithm is it's shifted around a little bit, and it's similar, not exactly the same, but similar.
Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. It's the same.
I don't watch Facebook Reels because anytime I look at Facebook Reels, inevitably somewhere through my scroll, it'll be some weird fucking foreign film with and they're fucking to like a weird song and Amish country. It's a weird fucking, I don't know, dude. This is something that should be on your fucking feed.
I was gonna say, I never see any porn on fucking Facebook.
I don't know why. I'm like, I was just
it's straight up porn.
It doesn't show anything. It's just like there's no audio. It plays a weird track and it's in like sort of fast motion, like.
But there's obviously people fucking.
Yeah, like 1.25 speed, and I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's
kind of want to see this because I don't see that cool shit. Apparently,
it's not even cool. It's just like, why? Why is this here? Like, why do you exist?
What are you searching? I search.
Well, that's the thing.
Everything.
That's the thing. I'm not even on one. I'm barely on fucking Facebook. So when I go on, it's like, oh, hi. Do you like this? No, go away. Or there'll also be anime on there. Like, why the fuck do I have anime on? Like, I don't even fucking like anime.
I don't even know where to find Facebook Reels.
I don't even. It's on it. All right. Someone will show like a video or something, and I'm like, oh, what's this? And then it'll just go to the next video, and then suddenly I'm on Reels. So whatever the fuck that is. And then I'll just like scroll through and like look and skip.
So like Reels isn't its own thing?
It probably is somewhere on one of the tabs. I don't know, but it's always weird shit.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You know what they didn't have on?
Oh, there it is. Facebook Reels. So it really is its own thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the portal?
What? Portal?
What the fuck? Yeah, so I don't know.
Gangsta mime.
I don't know. It's just weird shit. Like, Facebook to me is just a dying thing. And it's just weird fucking videos. It's nothing that I like. Like, nothing that I care about. Nothing I care to watch. So I just always fucking, I'm just like, I'm out of here.
So this girl called 911 because she lost the kid she was babysitting.
You don't understand. Last week he made me pick a card and a bird flew out of my mouth. He doesn't own a bird. Where did that bird come from? Okay.
Alright, so.
Alright, fuck it. So now I know how to find Facebook Reels apparently.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel so old.
But it's always weird shit on it. So I just don't like Facebook Reels. It's just either boring or just off the wall. I'm like, what is this? Why is this even on here? Like, I don't.
I just think it's funny. I search up the weirdest shit, and I never get nothing. You fucking look up.
I look up
Fauci
if you see
misinformation, like, and you see
if
people
you see
fucking to Amish paradise.
My history, it's looking up like tool parts and fucking like repair things for like the huge mowers and stuff. Yeah, it's mostly that shit. Jesus. So you figure I get things like that? No, I get like Amish country fucking like silent movies with music. I don't know what the fuck. But, I don't know. So. Speaking of Facebook Reels, has nothing to do with this, but this is how I'm going to transition into this. Trump in the Bronx.
Oh, wow.
So he went to the Bronx.
Yep, BX, baby.
He went to the Bronx, and Now, depending on what news outlet you listen to, will tell you a whole different story of how this transpires.
Oh, yeah.
So, I heard, first I was like, you listen to like the really far right, there was like 100,000 people. I was like, there wasn't 100,000 people. But
No.
go ahead. And then you listen to like this, which is Daily News, said, hundreds of Trump supporters back Bronx rally as protesters jeer outside. Now, I've seen pictures of it. Maybe I'll put one up. If you have ever been to a live event of wrestling, a concert,
yeah, anything,
sports, like I've been to baseball games, I've been to WWE,
award ceremonies,
WWE shows, even the indie shows, when there are 400 or 500 people in the crowd, you get an idea of what the crowd looks like. The crowd I saw was a good, and there was, I don't remember what article it was, said 8 to 10,000. I'm like, yeah, that's 8 to 10,000 for sure, 100%. This is like, well, there's hundreds of people there, and I'm looking at the crowd. I'm like, you know, that's not hundreds of people because if you ever been down to MVP,
oh yeah,
and that's packed, that's only an 18,000 seat arena or so.
That's more than that.
Nuh-uh. Look it up. It's like 18 or 20,000. You go to WWE shows, it's about what's there. That's a small arena. So a lot of people can get packed in that, small space.
Holy fuck. 17.5.
Yeah. It's not big.
I thought it held more.
No, the arena's small.
Oh. No, okay. And the MVP arena has an adaptable seating capacity between 6,000 and 17,500.
Yeah.
So depending on what the event is and what they're going to do, it can hold up to 17,500 people.
Right. So you go down there, and like for a wrestling show anyway, when you're on the floor too.
Yeah.
It's that's what you get. So, and on TV it looks huge, but when you go there, it's like, this is a small fucking place. But, what, 17,000, 15, 16, 17,000 people there in that small of an area. So when you see the Trump rally in the Bronx, you're like, yeah, that's a good amount of people there. That's probably half that arena, which is 8 to 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Sure. But then you get this. For the first time in years, Donald Trump held a campaign rally in New York City, taking to a Bronx park to recite some of his most familiar talking points as protesters jeered from the sidelines. Trump has spent much of the past 8 weeks on the opposite side of the city, fighting the hush money prosecution in Manhattan Supreme Court that could make him the first former president to ever be criminally convicted. But on Thursday evening, Crotona Park hundreds rallied in his support, chanting USA, USA, before Trump took the stage. So, he started off by praising the hometown where he was widely unpopular. I'm thrilled to be back in the city I grew up in, the city I spent my life in, the city I helped build, and the city that we all love, said the presumptive GOP nominee for this year's presidential election. We are going to turn New York City around, and we're going to turn it around very, very quickly, he added. Amid boasts that he'd boost the economy and fix the subway, saying we're going to renovate this New York subway system so it no longer looks like hasn't been clean since 1932. Trump promised to collaborate with Mayor Adams and Governor Hochul, both Dems, as president. We're going to work with them, and we're going to get this state and the city to a level that has never been seen before, Trump said. So, he goes there with the hundreds of people that were there, saying all this. Hochul made what was the comment she made? I think I was actually with the Libertarian thing. That's what it was. About 200 protesters rallied against him on the Ceremony Parkway, which cuts through Crotona Park, holding signs that read F Trump, F Biden. The people of the Bronx, we run this shit. But there were videos I saw of people interviewing everyone that was at the Bronx rally. And you watch all the people in these interviews, and they're all people that were normally left-leaning, like, the crazy colored hair and stuff, and they're like, no, we're here for Trump. And they all are saying left-wing media was Trump's there because he's poor and he's trying to get money to pay for his fucking
campaign.
Yeah. And,
or his legal fees.
And his legal fees. And I think it's more along the lines of Trump's there because the Bronx is poor, along with the rest of the fucking country. And they're tired of it. There's one gentleman in particular that he verbatim goes, "No, I'm a Democrat. And I'm voting for Trump." And it's for those reasons. It's because the city is suffering. AOC's out there saying, like, everyone's, New York City's blue. The Bronx is blue. Central Park is blue. Manhattan's blue. Why the fuck everything? Fucking this street's blue. That street's blue. Every fucking balls are blue. So he says New York City's blue. So she ridicules him for being there and even saying anything. But then you see all these interviews with people at the rally and be like, no, this broad doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're all suffering. And there's this one lady that was down there saying, basically this paraphrasing, it's like, we are all in this together. This isn't like white, black, Democrat, Republican. We are all on this hurt fucking locker together. We're all suffering.
I've seen some videos too, and it was funny because they're like, there was some interviews going on. They're like, so, hey, who you here for? Well, I'm just here a couple of people like, I'm just here. I came just to hear what he had to say. So immediately it's like, okay, he's either left or he's Democrat or he's undecided. He's not sure if he's for Trump or against Trump, but he just wants to hear like some educated, good, upstanding citizens. You should be. They want to hear both sides to get an idea of who they're voting for.
Right.
And one of the questions I remember seeing them ask, it was a black dude too. It was, so what do you think of it here? He goes, it's peaceful.
Yeah.
He goes,
the rally itself.
He goes, they go, what do you mean? He goes, I was dreading coming here because, I've been kind of.
Because you hear the stories.
I've been left leaning in the past. And,
right.
We get told all this stuff about how, if you're a leftist or if you're a lefty or you're a Democrat or you voted Biden and they find out, they beat you down and they drag you around, they destroy you. He's like, I've told people that I'm a Democrat and that I wanted to hear what this guy had to say, and they go, well, you're more than welcome to chill. Get up to the front, man. Get up to the front so you have a better hearing. At least you have better... People are, like, encouraging them to, like, hey, come listen at least. Yeah. There was a bunch of interviews I saw. It was one TikTok. It was, like, 3-minute long video, and it was just, like, constant, like, people after person. And I'm talking every walk of life. Male, man, woman, black, white.
Man, guy.
Asian, Hispanic. Doesn't matter. Old, young, fruity colored fucking hair, marine jarhead looking haircut.
There was that one woman with the orange hair or whatever the fuck it was. Well, she said she's from the Bronx. That one woman I was talking about, this black lady, was like, it doesn't matter if you're black or brown or white or whatever the hell color you are. We are all Americans and we're all going to pull together as Americans.
Okay, Putin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that was in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And then...
Love you too, Putin.
Let me see if I'll...
Yep.
See if I'm awake on home.
Yep.
What?
I'm about to pass
Good night, Putin.
I'm about to pass out.
Love you, Putin.
Get out of that chair. I'm so tired.
I said I love Putin. You better take that off the radio.
Oh my God! What a fucking commie-loving piece of shit!
You'll have to cut all this out.
No.
Yes.
Now, that was the Bronx. This is the rally, the Libertarian convention, the rally. That's not a Libertarian. You don't know. Not even here. All right. 5 of the most eyebrow... Yeah, okay. New York Democrats and liberal media figures attacked President Trump for holding a campaign rally in the Bronx, New York, on Thursday and tried to discredit the rally before it even began. So, all right. Yep, that's a... What the hell? However... God, I'm going to take everything away from you. You're worse than a cat. We're just going to put everything down for quiet time.
God, I hate this game.
Okay.
You broke it.
It always was broke. So yeah, Trump went to the Libertarian convention.
Yeah.
Where RFK was speaking and everyone which I thought was a bold move. I thought, I think he's at the point where there's some libertarians that do support Trump. Most of them do not. But the fact that he was going to go there and talk speaks volumes. Not just specifically for Trump, but I think that is the path where politicians need to go. Listen, I don't agree with, or rather, this party or this group does not agree with me. I'm going to go there and talk. The Bronx, Libertarian Convention. I'm going to go there and talk. So, one, these people will come in, they'll boo, and you had to know that Trump knew he was going to get booed. And he was. There was a lot of things he got booed for. He got cheered. There were Trump supporters there as well. And he got cheered for things. But the fact that he went there just to talk and try to get, even if he got like 2 or 3 or 4% of the vote from the Libertarian Party, that's huge, all in all. He went there, and of course, like MSN, everyone's going to be like, oh man, he's getting booed and they don't want him there.
I think I remember reading one thing about him. He was trying to bully his way into other parties.
Some of the people were, not that, but some of the people were like, oh, listen, we get booed here, and you could see where his ego was hurt and, whatever it was, this, that, the other thing. And immediately when I saw that, I'm like, now, for the last 8 years or so, he's been run up and down by the progressive liberal media, mainstream media, the Democratic Party, the DOJ as of late, and his own deep state while he was in office and after. I don't think one libertarian convention with some people booing him is really going to fucking upset him to that extent when all the other shit before that is still looming over him. I don't think that's the thing that's going to be like, I could handle everything else, but those fucking libertarians, why they boo me?
They're the only ones I want to like me.
I just saw it as comical when I read that. I'm like, no, come on.
You going to pick that up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, not that. I'm not picking you up. Yeah, but I saw that as comical. I'm like, no. Nice try, though.
Yeah, that was.
But he went and he talked, and there were some things that they agreed with him with. A lot of things they didn't.
Oh, yeah.
When he asked for their vote, there was a lot. There was some cheers, like a mixed cheers and boos. I think mostly boos. But he went and talked. When is Biden going to show up at, like, the conservative convention? To,
Not going to happen.
He can't fucking, like, he barely show up in public.
Even if he showed up to a conservative convention, and let's say everybody was made to understand, look, you got to give the guy a chance to speak.
Right.
Can they ask questions? There should be a Q&A.
Should be.
And if they could understand, look, do not boo, do not, give the guy some respect. Right. He is our president. He does deserve the right to talk.
Right.
Let him say what he has to say. If you want to ask him questions after, we will do that. But at least let him say what he's got to say. Here's the problem. And here's why. Even if all these conditions are met, it won't happen. Because the minute it's the question time, well, what about this? Well, you're saying it all wrong.
Yeah.
I like ice cream, and I got hairy legs, and my Puerto Rican preacher who was in the truck when I drove truck for 1,000,000 miles liked to be president with me with Barack Obama.
Isn't that a weird thing? You always go back to the hairy legs thing. He said so many fucking weird things over the years. But yeah, you can barely get him to speak in front of his own people.
Just in general now. Like
there's so many gaps.
Sit down. Did you see the whole video of him sitting down about the whole, do you still stand by your claim that you will not submit, or if subpoenaed, you're not going to comply in regards to questioning or whatever?
Who?
Biden?
Biden?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see this. And not that I know.
Oh, you're
of
going to
it.
love this.
Is this the thing where
He blames
Heard?
Trump. He
was
goes,
this the thing where Heard's the one that said they wouldn't convict him because he's just an old man who doesn't know whatever, and that's the whole reason they wouldn't convict him for the same thing that they're going after Trump for. As far as documents go, that is concerned.
hold on.
Folks, we've got to move
Give me a second.
Because I heard something about that, but
folks.
No.
Biden. Yeah, they can barely get him to go amongst his own constituents and his own party and everyone and speak. Just because of the fact I think he has so many gaffes. They just anytime he's out there and doing something, it just hurts him. Is that the thing?
No, hold on. I'm trying
No.
to find it. There's, he's sitting down at the table.
Is that the one where he's talking about inflation?
No.
Like there's an inflation thing going on, and it's like, it's at 8.3. Is that like
No, it's something different.
affect you? And he goes, oh, well, let's put this in context. Like last month it was 8.2. We're not shocked over it.
Yeah, no.
Like just the fact that it's over 8. Like, come on, man. Let's.
Why Biden won't comply with subpoena? SUB? Subpoena.
Yeah.
SUB.
And then
Biden's interview during the subpoena.
RFK, he was actually on Tim Pool Friday during it, and that was another one where it's like, all right, he's going to go on Tim Pool and talk, and that's another one that's good because there are a lot of people that are critical of RFK. He has some Democratic policies. The one thing I do like is he is very much against big pharma, and I'm 100% on board with him with that, but that's pretty much where it stops. Because he is on record of saying he wanted a complete assault rifles ban, and he was actually also just recently stated something along the lines of being pro-abortion up to including the moment of birth, which I'm like, I don't know about that one. But he kind of backpedaled that, and he said, I don't want to say backpedaled because that's more of an attack, but he dialed that one back. He's like, yeah, maybe not so much, at least on Tim Pool's show. So, but that's one where I was like, and Tim Pool's more of a disenfranchised libertarian. Like, classic libertarian where you watch that party just kind of spiral wherever it's going. You're like, I don't know if I'm anything else, but I'm definitely not this, so.
My phone's about to die, so I really can't keep looking. But basically, he's sitting at a table, and there's some interviewers giving him some questions, and the comments made like, hey, will you comply? He goes, no. Well, no. Do you stand by the statement that you're not going to comply with something? I forgot exactly what the context was, what it was, and what it was in context too. But
You talking about the documents?
remember, fuck. Basically, he sits there and says, well, no, I won't. And because this is what's going on. Because, what Trump's doing is, because
So he immediately shot it off somewhere else.
he goes, no, well, he goes,
Yeah, but Trump.
"No, I won't do this because this is what Trump does. He sits there and he tries to get the attention off of him. So, he's got all this stuff going on, and he's trying to make you not look at it by having you do other stuff. So he basically avoids the question by saying, because of Trump, he won't comply.
That's interesting. So
I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
all right. Yeah. So going all the way back. So Trump was at the Libertarian convention.
Yeah.
And it went about the way I figured it was going to go. Like it wasn't going to be a love fest. Like anyone who was like,
It wasn't
"Man,
gonna be
man,
like the Summer
Trump's
of
going to
Love?"
go there and all the Libertarians would be like, yes, we love you too." I'm like, no, that's not going to happen.
Summer of Love 2020.
Yeah, that's about the same love. Not that quite.
There was a lot of love in that summer.
Yeah, something like that. But it panned out the way it really should have panned out. But the fact that he went there, that speaks volumes. The fact that RFK went to Tim Pool, which Tim Pool's podcast notoriously challenges whoever has opposing views, like, for discussion, and he went on it anyway. That's great. Speaking of,
Way to go, RFK. He's a Kennedy, though.
Tuesday, and I think this has the potential of being one of the biggest podcasts ever, Trump is going to be on Tim Pool. I saw that, I'm like, no fucking way. Yeah, Tuesday, 27th. Oh, wait, no, that's tomorrow. That's right, it wasn't Tuesday, it's tomorrow. He's going to be on Tim Pool. I'm like, this could be fucking huge.
The View's going to get a hold of it.
I can't wait, because every time The View fucking does anything, yeah, I don't care what it is. I was like, The View, I'm like, gold already. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's going to be fucking retarded, and I cannot wait for you to fucking say something stupid. Yes! So, please, View, make a whole fucking week, episodic fucking whatever, 24-hour stream it, run your mouth about whatever you're going to run your mouth about, because I will fucking eat that all up, because you're going to say something stupid. Global warming is why Trump went on fucking Tim Pool.
The Holocaust only happened because Trump was on Tim Pool. Trump was on Tim Pool, and during that interview, there was a time paradox because it shouldn't have happened, and it sent Trump back to the 40s.
Back to the future in the past.
Yeah, and he bumped into Hitler, and he said, hey, you, and Hitler thought he said, kill Jew.
Yeah. You who? And then we never got the chocolate drink.
And then the Holocaust happened.
That's right.
I'm waiting for Whoopi to say something like that. Sorry, Karen Johnson. Can't use her stage name.
Karen Johnson. That's you can't write that. Like, her name's Karen Johnson. Like, I don't know. But political. The RNC headquarters evacuated after blood vials delivered to the building.
Do you think you could, with a straight face, walk up to Whoopi Goldberg and be like, hi, Karen Johnson. Very nice to meet you.
Oh, my God, yes. 110%.
Because you know how violent she would get?
I don't even give a shit. I would do that 100%.
She would go Sindel on you. Remember Sindel? Mortal Kombat 2?
Oh, my God. Was she on 2? I don't think she was
Sindel
on 2.
was.
She was
No,
on
Mortal Kombat 2, the movie.
3. The movie, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Blood vials, huh?
I would, absolutely. But yes, Republican National Committee headquarters in Washington went on lockdown for about 2 hours Wednesday morning after a suspicious package was delivered to the building. The United States Capitol Police Hazardous Incident Response Division cleared the package, which contained 2 vials of blood, just before 10 a.m., according to spokesperson Brianna Birch. Why was there blood delivered to the Republican fucking headquarters? Was this either a mishap, like, say, I don't even know. I couldn't even, like, why would you have vials of blood delivered to your house? Was it like a fucking employee, like,
a mocking gesture?
I'm gonna be at work.
Like, here you go, you blood-sucking leeches.
Or was it like a message sent by whoever? It's just in the climate right now, and we're not even to the actual summer yet. Before elections, like this summer, it's gonna get bad, and then come September, October, oh boy, it's gonna be fucking wild.
It's literally someone gonna be hot. It's gonna be Waterworld with the guy with the cigarette over the oil tube.
Oh yeah. And he finally. Oh, thank God. But that's like October surprise. We have no fucking idea what that's going to be right before the election. There's going to be something that drops.
Oh,
it has to be. There always is. But this is going to be wild. And another thing too with the election cycle, and this has been said multiple times by many people. Nobody is going to believe the election outcome. No matter who wins, people will not accept it. Trump wins, the left will not accept it. Biden wins, you fucking know the right will not accept it. It doesn't matter how legit it might be done.
Either which way, the UN troops are going to get called in.
I did see something about that. There's a lot of people say all these foreigners or illegal immigrants are actually UN troops, and It's going to be an army from within. There's a few people that had said that. It's like, I don't know if there's any merit to that. I haven't seen anything that would be like, yeah, that's definite. There's a few that, I mean, Tim Pool said it. Alex Jones has said it. They're all like, all these people coming in are all males of military age.
The majority of them are.
And I'm like, okay, fair enough. At least I got
no better way than to
one finger on the pulse.
No better way to convince the masses that they aren't that when you sprinkle a few wife and kids with them.
You know what's wild is it's not really wild, but it's always, if you speak out against the border, anything with the illegal immigration, it's automatically racist. You're racist. Like, no, dude, no. It's not racist because you have people in the Bronx and everyone now, Chicago, Detroit, whatever color, all saying the same fucking thing. It's like, close the fucking border. We're letting in UN troops.
So here's my statement when people say,
haven't you seen fucking Red Dawn? They're not coming from the sky, they're coming from the fences.
So here's what I say to somebody usually when because I've ran into a few of those. Oh, well, why are you so against the open border? Well, why are you so opposed to me breaking into your house and stealing your shit? Well, that's because you're committing a crime. But, so these people coming into the country illegally aren't committing a crime. They're seeking asylum. Well, I'm trying to feed my kids. Well, get a job. Oh, so you mean to tell me there's a legal way for me to get money? Dead ass. I had one guy look at me and go, you know what, if you're just going to keep doing this circle thing, I'm not going to get into this discussion with you. And I'm like because you can't prove it wrong.
It's like taking a plug and just turning it the opposite way and like, it won't fit together. Like,
literally, I've ran into a few people.
Do you understand what you're saying?
People, I love it because I do the whole circle dance with them. They hit me with a statement. I hit them with a question. And then they hit me with a response. I hit them with another response to that. And it literally keeps going. I watch them chase their own tail. It's great. The one I'm talking to.
They're doing the 6-sided square fucking follow around.
Mm-hmm. The one person. It was at one of the major companies I'd pick up and deliver from. Mm-hmm. The guy's sitting there and he had the Biden 2024 sticker on his truck, and I'm like, oh, it's cool to let you guys put stickers on your own truck, your stuff. He goes, well, they really don't want us to, but I figured whatever. If they fire me for it, I'll get paid.
I'll collect unemployment.
I'll get paid because they can't fire me for that. That's me expressing my political values. Well, to each his own. I mean, but you signed an agreement, right, when you took the job?
Right.
Well, yeah, but still, I'm like, they're not stupid. Like, the reason I don't have any stickers on my truck is because doesn't matter what it is. If it violates policy, it's not freedom of speech. I signed an agreement waiving that right.
Right.
When I took the job. And the guy goes, oh, well, I mean, it's all, you get a good lawyer. And I'm like, oh, well, it is what it is. So somehow, some way, we ended up talking a little bit about politics. It was, okay, I remember how there was a particular driver that came in that wasn't very capable at doing his job. And one of the dock workers made a remark.
God,
and I was like, well, I literally go, well, we all started somewhere. And the guy goes, well, yeah, I mean, he's probably not used to driving in this country. So the rules, other places might be different. I'm like, but in the same breath, if he's going to drive in this country, he should learn and obey our laws. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe he just came over. And I'm like, okay. And regardless, somehow, so with a little bit of, this, it turned into the border conversation. And I'm like, look, I'm all about trade and commerce, crossing the border. That's what it's there for.
Right.
That's what we do with other countries. We give them stuff, they give us stuff. We buy stuff off them, they buy stuff off us. That's all about international trade.
It's supposed to, yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. But that is done legally.
Right.
And I made that comment. He goes, well, not everybody trying to get over the border is only trying to, get over here to sell their stuff. Some people are trying to get a better life. But okay, well, go through the proper channels. Legal
process.
Well, not everybody has the opportunity to do that. I go, and not everybody has the opportunity to get a job. He goes, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, if These people are coming over here because they need a better life. What's the difference between me robbing a liquor store, trying to feed my kids? Well, that's a crime. Okay, and getting over the country illegally is also a crime.
Right.
He goes, but they're just trying to have a better life for their family. I'm trying to feed my kids.
Right.
So the guy goes, it ended up being a full circle conversation. And at one point, it got to the whole illegality. I'm like, well, if I break into your house and blah, blah. He goes, all right, if you're just going to keep doing this circle thing, circle answers, I'm not going to have a discussion with you. I'm, okay, didn't want to talk to you anymore anyway.
It's funny because the way like that whole conversation there, it just reminded me of this article I saw at some point this week from The Independent. Disabling parts of the brain with magnets can weaken faith in God and change attitudes to immigrants, study finds. There was a comment on X said, well, hold on. Let me see if I can find.
They're turning the friggin' frog gay.
That's like one of the best.
So the magnets can alter sexuality too?
I don't know. That would.
I've always wondered why I hear this humming magnet behind my head when I'm here.
Yeah, there's a comment said, the Independent disabling parts of the brain, blah, blah, blah. The first comment is, so in order to buy into leftist policies, one would have to disable portions of the brain. That explains a lot, actually. Maybe that's an attack. I don't know, whatever. But I found it fucking funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, but there was a study on like that. So,
I mean, it can't
Just
be
the
any worse than
circular-
having to drink adrenochrome to get to understand the right wings policies.
so
It's a joke, people.
You know what's funny is the whole magnetic fields, like certain parts, like create strong magnetic fields around parts of the brain that'll actually affect like how you think about different things. And now this is more conspiracy theory, whatever. So take it for what it's worth.
Here we go. Another video struck down. Thanks.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's not YouTube. It's just if I clip this and put it on TikTok will strike it down. But TikTok's dangerous because YouTube's not taking anything down. TikTok is. It's almost like they just want fucking the control. Anyway. So all these most of cities and whatnot are blue, right? And rural areas and smaller areas are not. So it's almost. And the thing was, Alex Jones has always notoriously gone talking about 5G and 5G being used to actually make people docile, and that actually affects people's brains, right? So you have cities with lots of
5G towers.
I'm just saying, maybe there's a correlation there. If you want to write a great fiction novel or something, that's all. That's all I'm saying. There's a fiction novel somewhere in there.
What if
Fiction.
What if this whole TikTok ban thing?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how TikTok was supposed to be getting banned again?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, it's starting to knock down all these videos about misinformation, trashing the left.
You're right.
You can trash the right all you want on TikTok, but if you trash the left or talk about a lot of the shit they're doing wrong, all of a sudden those videos are misinformation and they get tossed.
Right.
The left already owns TikTok.
Probably. They have to sell it. ByteDance. Was it Byte? No.
Or China's like, we're sorry. We got you.
Oh, hell no.
We love you a long time.
Hell no. That would be the United States doing that to Charlie. Charlie. That would be the U.S. doing that to you. That would be the U.S. doing that to China.
Now we click.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
That one just clicked. Sorry, it's just a
Got through the tunnel.
yeah. It's
For what? I wonder if that's what you see every time I catch a joke late. Fuck you.
Yeah, Republican National 2-hour suspicious package.
Yeah, vials
the
of blood.
incident at 7:45 a.m. There was a heavy police presence and hazmat teams at the office near Capitol Hill, where staffers evacuated the building. Package also contained leaking ice packs. 2 people with knowledge of the situation granted anonymity to speak openly told Politico the vials of blood were sealed. I'm going to go ahead with the climate and everything that's going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and say this was like a message thing. Because it just seems like really suspicious. Like, oh shit, my blood went to the wrong place. Like the guy in the office, like in the lab, was like, send it here.
I don't think it's a message. I think it was a dig.
A dig, message, whatever it is. I don't think it was just a mishap.
Oh God, no! I don't think
Like,
it was. A
that's
mishap.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't, whatever, however we
I
want
think
to
it
frame
was a
it.
snide remark.
Yeah, it was like a.
Here you go, you blood-sucking
Or
leeches.
at the very least, it was just but fuck 2 vials of sealed blood. That's where I'm like, where are they gonna get 2 vials of fucking blood?
Easy. You can go get a fucking kit right
I
now.
suppose you
at the
get
local medical,
A heroin,
a local pharmacy.
a heroin addict is like, you done with that? Well, I need to.
Dude, it's easy. Go to the local fucking pharmacy. You can do a blood draw yourself.
Wouldn't they ask you?
No.
What do you need this for? Send it to the lab.
Blood testing for diabetes, for anything. Half of them don't even ask anymore. They're on the shelf.
Isn't that kind of a problem for?
Yes, it's
drug-
a very big problem.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so there you go. I suppose.
I could mail you my blood right now.
Why would you do that to me?
So you can clone me. And you could freeze me in the cryo freezer, and every time I die, you could just bring out a new me out.
Well,
Helldivers too. Only unfreeze me to do podcasts.
come on out. All right.
Ah, finally freeze. Sit down. Okay.
So, going back on Trump here. This is Trump heavy. The hush money trial, right? Stormy Daniels.
Michael Cohen. Yeah.
Cohen.
Cohen.
He's the one that during the prosecution was like talking themselves out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, during the prosecution, when it continued on after our last show, disbarred lawyer Michael Cohen has completed his testimony before a New York criminal court as the case against his boss, former President Donald Trump, approaches its likely end. Monday marked Cohen's 4th and final day of the witness stand. His words were the last witness testimony, prosecuted, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, now the trial shifts toward the defense as he seeks to rebut allegations that Trump falsified business records to conceal hush money payments to a former adult film actress and thereby bolstering his chances for the 2016 presidential election. In October 2016, Michael Cohen transferred $130,000 to the adult film actress Stormy Daniels to buy her silence about the affair that she alleged. She had then
Written a note.
with then candidate Trump. Cohen has maintained that he made the payment at Trump's command and that Trump then reimbursed the payment through this why do I have so... No.
Why is there so much
Surreptitious
Stormy Daniels
means.
porn popping up?
Filing in under legal expenses. But on Cohen's last day on the stand, the defense sought to punctuate that narrative, attacking Cohen's credibility by drawing attention to instances where he lied and stole. The defense has consistently maintained that Trump had nothing to do with the payment. Trump himself has denied any wrongdoing and refuted Daniels' allegations of the affair, which we already knew, right?
Yeah.
So, and we mentioned before that the DOJ has already looked at this prior. This is like in 2016 and said there's nothing here. Day 19 of the New York hush money trial has marked the start of a short week, not only in the witness for the defense. Expect a relatively brief, but the court is scheduled to break early this week. Oh, okay. Cohen admits to stealing from the Trump Organization. Before ending its cross-examination of Cohen on Monday, the defense landed a significant blow to his credibility, getting him to admit that he stole $30,000 from Trump's namesake company. Defense lawyer Todd Blanche asked Cohen outright, "You stole from the Trump Organization, right?" Cohen offered his standard response, "Yes, sir." The theft came from Cohen after Cohen hired the technology company Red Finch to help boost Trump's numbers in an online poll from CNBC ranking the best businessmen of the past half century. Cohen testified that Trump was upset that he landed towards the bottom of the polls by hiring Red Finch. Cohen explained that he and Trump could manipulate the poll. The tech company would cast false votes on Trump's behalf using different IP addresses. Okay, Red Finch was originally slated to be paid $50,000 for its services, Cohen explained, but he told the jury that he instead paid Red Finch $20,000 to placate its owner and then pocketed the rest after Trump decided to reduce his holiday bonuses. I was angered because of the reduction in the bonus, and so I just felt like it was self-help, Cohen said. Blanche expressed the issue during his cross-examination. Have you paid back the Trump organization the money you stole from them? No, sir, Cohen said. Trump's entourage in the courtroom took the admission as a major coup for his defense. This just got interesting, Michael Cohen is now admitting to steal money from our company, Trump's second son, Eric, posted on social media. Kash Patel, an officer under Trump's administration, told reporters outside the courtroom that we finally have a crime. We also have a victim, he added. That victim is Donald Trump.
Jesus Christ.
So, with $130,000, or the $50,000, that was made over multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay. $130,000. I think it was $30,000 of that he had ended up pocketing himself. Going to sending $50,000 of it to pay for Red Finch for the polls. Over and over, this has been done over the few years. Back then, for extended period of time, I think they estimated that he had stolen. Was it like a quarter or almost $500,000? So that is grand larceny, which is a more serious crime than the crime they are currently in for falsifying business records. So on the stand, he just admitted to a more serious crime than what they're going after Trump for, which has already been, again, we've covered before, it's already been told by DOJ and everybody else, like, there's nothing here. Cohen's lawyer himself said, what do you got? Well, I got nothing. Except they do have something. Now they have something that's like, it ends up being Cohen. Which that's another one of those things, like, this is kind of one of those daytime drama courtroom pin drop or whatever. It's like, what's the show there?
Judge Judy?
No, not Judge Judy, the actual Law and Order. There we go.
Oh.
It's one of those, it's one of those fucking moments. So, Cohen's stealing money. And then they're like, so when this ends, and at this point now, because like I said last week, we were talking about the phone call, and now we're talking about Cohen being like, oh, I stole money. When this ends, and now it's looking like it isn't going to be anything against Trump.
Oh, hello.
Are they going to go after Cohen? They're going to have to, I think.
The fact that everything's out there publicly, yeah.
Yeah.
They might fucking die.
On the stand, too. Like, on
Under
the stand.
oath.
It almost seemed like Cohen is the one that slept with Stormy Daniels, and he was the one that was...
He asked Trump to help him cover it up.
Yeah, well, no, not ask him. He stole the money to pay off, so Stormy, and just told Stormy, he's like, listen, go tell everyone that Trump did it. So no one would find out about Cohen's family wouldn't find out about the affair. Oh,
you can't fix stupid without going to jail.
Oh, see, Biden's possibly not going to be on the Ohio ballot.
I did hear something about that.
It says an obscure provision in Ohio law could keep Biden off the ballot in November. It says President Biden might not appear on November 2024 presidential ballot in Ohio. Yeah. Ohio law requires that presidential candidates be certified That is, the state must be notified that presidential candidates have been officially nominated 90 days before general election in order to get on the ballot. That is the earliest deadline of any state. But the Democratic National Convention that will formally nominate Biden won't open until nearly 2 weeks after Ohio's August 7th deadline. Jeez.
Yeah, right over there, buddy.
I'm trying to clear my throat here. The Republican National Convention will wrap up nearly 3 weeks before the deadline, so Donald Trump won't have a problem getting on the ballot. The 90-day deadline has often caused trouble since adoption in 2010. Only in 2016 did both parties' conventions take place before the Ohio cutoff date. Both conventions took place after the deadline in 2012 and 2020. Legislators extended the deadline both times. This is the first time that only one convention comes too late, but Republicans could well be affected in the future. My question is, how, like, they know the deadline's there, right?
Oh yeah.
Why would they schedule it after the deadline? Especially in an election that's going to be this tight and assumingly is not great for the right.
Do you really think it's going to be tight?
I say that because, like I've said before, Republicans, conservatives, the right is notoriously complacent. We got this in the bag. Joe Biden's 400 million votes later.
299 or 399 million of them being dead people, but you know. Oh wait, that's election fraud.
What is it?
Misinformation. Bye, YouTube. Oh my God, we canceled the app.
Is it,
What are we gonna put this on?
I think it's the Hodge twins. They have a shirt that says, "After I'm dead, make sure I don't vote Democrat." But that seems like such a major oversight.
Yeah.
Especially because Ohio's a swing state, last I knew. Jeez Louise.
I don't know.
But I'm really not surprised. I'm not surprised that his administration would screw that up.
Wow. You know, and then I just thought about, so wait. Let me make sure I understand this. Ohio, basically you have to prove that you're medically fit. Correct? Is what I'm hearing?
No. You have to announce or appeal that you're going to be on the ballot in each and every state. And there's a deadline you have to do it by. In other words, for the state, they have a deadline, and the DNC has to announce before that deadline. They didn't. Or they're not going to. The scheduling isn't going to. Like the announcement. So they screwed that up for Ohio.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
But like I said, I'm not really surprised that the administration did that, because Biden's track record in fucking politics isn't the best. Let's just be brutally honest. It's just not. Why would I bring that up? Because I have it here. So, let's just run down. Just for fun. In 1973, he enters politics. Didn't do anything till 77. Biden fights to keep schools segregated because allowing blacks to integrate would create a, quote, racial jungle. Then, fast forward to 1988, he ended his presidential campaign after getting caught plagiarizing. Special. Jump to 94.
So wait, hold on.
Okay.
77 wants to keep segregation.
Yep.
88
Yep.
gets kicked out of the race because he was caught lying, or he was caught stealing people's work.
Right. 94 writes the crime bill. We all know how that worked out.
Yeah, didn't that like extreme a lot of the charges? The sentences.
Right.
So even like a possession ticket, because back in 94 marijuana was illegal. Like even if you had a nickel bag and you got arrested you could get the book thrown at you.
Right.
And it wasn't just like, here's 3 days in jail, a $5,000 fine. It was, you did this, so you're getting 3 years in prison for it. And you owe us $25,000.
We're going to castrate you.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. So, in 2010, he eulogizes Robert C. Byrd. That's the former KKK recruiter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
2016, he called service members stupid bastards. That was the one where he's like, now clap for that, you stupid bastards. You remember that one? That was the one that floated around a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But it goes on. In 2017 to 2020, illegally retained and disclosed classified materials after his vice presidency when he was a private citizen. We won't talk about that, though.
Yep.
Now let's go through 20 to 23. Botched Afghanistan withdrawal. That was special.
Yep.
Left $80+ billion in military equipment behind for the Taliban. Good job.
Which they're using.
Yeah, of course. Record high spending bills. Energy dependent. Re-entered Paris Agreement. Open borders. Breaking record number of illegal crossing the border. Record high inflation. Record high gas prices. Depleted petroleum reserves. You know what's that one? I guess he is releasing 1 million barrels. 1 million barrels of oil back into or taking them from the reserves.
Oh, yeah.
Which isn't anything, considering we use I think it's somewhere along like 15 or 20 million barrels a day of oil. So putting 1 million barrels into our, doesn't fucking do anything. Hey, we just dropped the price half a fucking penny for a week. So that's not going to do anything. $200 billion to Ukraine. Classified documents. Cocaine in the White House on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Normalizing.
I didn't mean to leave that there. Sorry.
Normalizing pedophilia. $6 billion to Iran. Who the Iranian president went down the helicopter.
Yeah.
So that one, everyone's like, was that a
terrorist attack or not?
Yeah, was that an assassination? But there was bad weather, so I think most people are like, nah, I think that was just that happens all the time.
Luck of the draw.
Helicopters go down bad weather, but then
Kobe.
The rebuttal to that was that would be a perfect time to take down a helicopter is in bad weather. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
There's a lot of inconsistent. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth you could have with that.
Yeah. He has the most vacations taken, which I'd be interested because George Bush Jr. took a lot.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised. And then the weaponization of the DOJ. So, knowing all that, and then everything else we've talked about, because there's other things that we've talked about in here that Ace just has. It's just regular gas and things like that. The fact that they didn't register in time to get on, or potentially not register in time to get on the Ohio ballot is not really that. That's on fucking page 8 of all the fucking things.
Remember we had the poster of Bushisms?
Yes.
I wonder if we're going to have the new one of Bidenisms.
Oh my God, it's not a poster, that's a fucking mural. I need if it's a poster, it's like.
Gotta read the fine print. A little finer. Put your head in the poster. Nope, still can't read it.
No, it's going to be, you'll just get a thumb drive. Oh my God. He almost died.
It's busted.
Oh my God, no wonder why the dog is barking at you. My dog barks at heavy people.
We need a new chair. I'll support for a new one.
I like how sad he sounds.
I've had this chair a long time.
No, we haven't.
I've sat in this chair. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've been
guess we
sitting in
have.
this chair for a long time.
I guess we're gonna have to. Upgrade our chairs.
Your chair's fine.
Yeah, but it's old. I do have to upgrade this one.
All right, we'll put that one over here and you get a new one for yourself.
No, I mean I could, but
If it's free, it's for me.
that's true. That's true. Well, now that I'm done roasting on Biden, one like equals one pandering FJB. Hi, Ty. Bye.
That's right. And we're back. We're good.